left eye looked worse, but the right eye is the one that had the most damage. So I'm still, there we go. Look at that. I'm like a friggin' human bowling ball there. Big shout out to MMA Guru who said that I'm like a human bowling ball. It's like, the one that looked deeper actually did the least damage.
The eye on the screen left, your right. Yes.
This one's the bad one. My right eye is the.
And what are you feeling? What are the symptoms right now?
I'm just struggling with like a lot of double vision and stuff still. So I'm just trying to navigate the next moves on that. I've had a lot of time in the hospital over the last like 4, 5, 6 weeks, however long it's been. I did it. Seeing multiple specialists. Everything has been reported back to the UFC since the first appointment, and we're just waiting and moving forward. That picture there, by the way, let's just touch on this. So when we were in Abu Dhabi, and as I said, I always like to keep open and honest with my fans, because I was in a position where like I couldn't dream of having fans or supporters. Like that was a dream for me to have that, and now I've got a lot of them, so I really appreciate it. So I like to be as honest as I can with everybody. So we kept rolling in the hospital in Abu Dhabi, and mate, this hospital was crazy. So they took us at like 1 a.m, 2 a.m. by the time we got there in Abu Dhabi, and they dropped us off. I don't know what you guys would call it, but in England we'd call it like an A&E, accident and emergency room, which is like where the drunk people are, where the like I just literally had to wait in a line, like in a queue for like 3-4 hours just to get seen off a guy who seemed to know absolutely nothing about eyes. So there was basically the hospital in Abu Dhabi was a big waste of time. We started getting treated properly when we got back to the UK. And I'm the friggin' heavyweight champion in the world, don't you forget it. 30 million?
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind 30 mil, mate. I'd take that.
Were you getting close to that?
I was getting nowhere near that.
Okay.
I ain't seen the Sorogan fight that he's not cheated in yet.
Because of the way you feel about these tactics, do you have any concern about fighting him again?
Maybe I'll be doing the fouls next time. Who knows?
But do you have any concern about fighting him?
No.
No, okay. And could I just ask about, this has been a debate, especially in the aftermath, about the gloves and about Jim Miller's. We've had a million conversations about this. Do you think anything can be done to stop the eye pokes or at least curb them? Or do you think this is always going to be a part of the game just because of the fingerless gloves and the way in which you guys fight?
It's a good question. I mean, we could debate about it for days. The gloves, the UFC gloves, and compared to some other organizations' gloves, are very open.
I'm too logical and high IQ for the world. Garn lost to Ngannou boringly. Subbed by Jones, robbed Volkov, and eye-poked Tom. Why does he automatically get a rematch? Because they want a French champ. They want a French-speaking champ, a Spanish-speaking champ, an English-speaking champ, and a Muslim champ. The quadrifecta. If they could have a Chinese champ, they would as well, and they've got Zhang back at strawweight soon. I tell them guys gonna cut you down. Dana responded to Tom's eye poke the same way he did to Arman's weight miss. Baldy's gonna do Tom so bad. Yeah, Tom's gonna have to fight for a chance to defend his belt next. You know what I'm saying? I'd lose to Winged Sea in a fight, end of. I'd beat death sentence. I'd beat 3 different death sentences at once, but Winged Sea would beat my ass on his own. I think if I seen Alex in the gym sparring, I would be cheering as well. Watching a goat behind the scenes is dope. I think people are just so soy. Yeah, and there was definitely context to it, but the same old pussies on Twitter are like crying about it, you know what I mean? They love crying about some bullshit. When do we finally get real fights in basketball courts? When Joe Rogan takes over the fucking scene and ruins it forever. My God, Rogan will ruin everything. Dear God. I've had a lot of kickboxers reaching out saying if I did my own promotion that they would definitely join and fight for it, so could be good. Could be good. Could be a thing. What is your sleep schedule? It's broken, it's ruined, it's cooked. It's destroyed. Like who? No one big named, but like some like up and coming like amateurs and that. I like saying I'd like to fight on your promotion. But no big names. I'm not, Haggerty's not reaching out, you know what I'm saying?
We just got to see what happens with that. I obviously want to fight again. But we'll see what happens. I just got to wait for the doctor and get back moving before I think I got to start training again before I start thinking about fighting.
So as of right now, they haven't given you any kind of timeline like, hey, we think in 6 months or 8 months or 9 months or 4 months, any type of even like loose timeline that we think you'll feel better by this time if you do this so that you can get back to doing that?
Not right now.
Nothing.
I don't have any of that. I'm still waiting.
Okay. Is that driving you nuts?
That is driving me nuts.
Yeah.
That is, yeah.
Are you helping out with the team at the gym? Are you coaching guys? Are you doing something just to be a part of things?
Not right now.
Okay.
No.
Was not one of them I checked.